Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day. Wherever you are, I am bringing you salutations. This is Tracy Morgan. And again, we are here for 40 things that I've learned in 40 years of marriage, sharing those things with you in 40 days. Now, remember, these are things that I, Tracy Morgan, have learned. These aren't things that my husband has learned, although he'll be sharing later. These aren't things that we've learned as a couple. These aren't things that we've necessarily learned through marriage counseling. These aren't things that we've necessarily learned through reading marriage books or consulting with marriage experts, because, I don't really believe that you can become an expert in marriage. But these are 40 things that I have learned in 40 years of marriage in 40 days. And of course, you know that I'll have some other folks join me. They are going to be amazing, and they will share one of the things that they've learned on their own personal marriage journeys. But today, here is one thing that I have learned in 40 years of marriage in 40 days, and that is that the two shall become one. You will become one. I had to learn, regardless of what fairy tales tell me, regardless of the lies that social media tells you, regardless of even the old wives' tales that folks have shared, I had to learn that we as a couple have to become one. Not had to, past tense, because it is a continual, progressive thing that we have to do. We have to become one. And becoming one, the Hebrew term basar echad, it is a continual thing that happens. Now, most of the time when we read this scripture, Genesis 2:24, where it says, "For this reason, a man will leave his mother and his father, and he will cleave to his wife, and the two shall become one," we almost always, 99% of the time, think about this becoming one in the biblical knowing sense. Adam knew Eve, and she bare him a son. Abraham knew Hagar, and she bare him a son. So most of the time when we think about becoming one, we think about the sexual act of becoming one. Now, I'm here to tell you, and you can go back and listen to yesterday's post, that the sexual act, this sexually intimate act, is good. Sex is good. Have it and have good sex. But it is not the only thing that brings a couple together, that brings a married couple together and makes them one. One of the things, when we talk about this process of becoming one, the basar echad, it involves a melding of sorts. In Spanish, it's called una mezcla, or a mixture. And so basically what happens, it's not that I come to him at 100%. We talk about my better half. It's not that I come to him at 100% and then I give him 50%, that he comes to me at 100%, he gives me 50%, and then we become 100%. No, that's not how it works. Prayerfully, through counsel, through self-reflection, through the word, I come to him as 100%. He comes to me at 100%, and then together we make 100%, right? It's like when you think about the cake, when you're baking a cake. Let's say you're going to bake a carrot cake. And so let's say I'm the sugar, I'm the butter. So I'm dumped into that cake. I'm fully butter, I'm fully sugar. He is the carrots and the raisins. He's dumped into the same cake. He's fully carrots, he's fully raisins. We become a full carrot cake that has fully sugar, fully butter, fully carrots, and fully raisins, right? So I don't want, and I'm not going to get, it is not God's design for me to get half of him and for him to get half of me, and then we become one. No, that's not how it works. It is fully him in the way that God created him. It is fully me in the way that God created me. God has given him specific gifts. He's given me specific gifts. He's given him a specific personality. He's given me a specific personality. He's given him a certain demeanor. He's given me a certain demeanor. And when we come together as one in this basar echad, we will still be one when it's all said and done. So listen, this shall become is not a one and done thing. And I think sometimes we confuse it because we think once we're married and we consummate that marriage with the act of sex, then that makes us fully one. Number one, for me, I realized that just the consummation itself isn't what makes us one. There are so many, it makes it good, right? I mean, we talked yesterday, sex is good, have good sex. It's good, but that's not the only thing that makes us to become one. We could have, or you could have sex all day, 20 something days out a day, and that would not make us fully one. So when in the Hebrew sense of the word, in this Hebrew phrase, what I've also learned is that becoming one involves, they call it spiritual, and I kind of hate to say that. It's like the universe and energy and all that kind of stuff, but it is a melding of things outside of just sex. There are abstract things, there are emotional things. It is a melding of desires and a melding of passions. And so those things can't come together just by having sex. There are other things that have to be considered. I learned that becoming one might be he and I having pillow talk after sex, maybe, and talking about our goals. It might be the two of us sitting across from the table and talking about our past experiences and traumas. It might be something as simple as going to a basketball game and screaming and hollering from the stands for our children or our grandchildren. It involves more than just the act of sex, right? One of the other things that I learned is that we don't become one at consummation. It's not a one and done thing. So for me, becoming one is still going on. 40 decades down, and becoming one is still going on. Why do I say that? Because there are things, even when we talk about knowing in the sexual sense, there are things that I have yet to know. In our marriage, I have found, again, 40 decades in, that there are still some things that I don't know about my husband. I'll give you a good example. One day we were sitting and talking, and we were talking about a particular thing. No, I ain't gonna tell y'all. We were talking about a particular thing, and I said to him, honey, that looks like so-and-so. That seems like so-and-so. And he said, it is so-and-so. It's been so-and-so since like middle school for him. And I was shocked beyond measure. Not that it was actually the so-and-so, but that I was just learning this about 38 years in. So here's the good part about that. When you become open to learning and to learning your partner and giving him, listen to this, a safe space. Giving her a safe space. When there's no becoming, this is what I've learned. There's no becoming without a safe space. I have to be able, because my husband, this is my husband, Tracy Morgan, this is my man. My husband is, I'm an extrovert or introvert. I know, y'all don't believe it, but he is an introvert. So it's gonna take him some time to share some personal things. So I have learned to be able to give him a safe space so that if there is what he considers a weakness, he can share that with me, knowing that even though he may consider it a weakness, I don't consider him a weak man. So this is our process of becoming. It's not a one and done for me. What I've learned that it is continual. It takes a vulnerability to become one. And so in order for me to be vulnerable, because Tracy Morgan does not like being vulnerable, he has to give me a safe space. And so you learn these things as you become. So that's my lesson today, that the two shall become one, and it is a continual process. I hope you'll join me tomorrow as we discuss 40 things that I've learned in 40 years of marriage in 40 days. I'll see y'all tomorrow.